Good morning, and thank you for joining us on today's breakfast show. Surround yourself with people that motivate you. As much as nobody is happy about the last got back, I was so stranded, I didn't know where to go. But because I was connected with my neighbors, all they do was to open the door for me to hear how I feel. You need to come outside of your zone. You need to attend professional and social events. It will now make your face to be known to the public and you be recognized as a networker.
I tell you, take time out, do the things you love to do, you can make it. You need him more, so you can't do him. Anything you do yourself. So it's very important for us to make amends. Let's stop doing ourselves and let's start doing the right thing.
TV this morning, the home of talk and entertainment. Right about now, we're bringing you our interview section. You know what single mothers pass through this time around, and the society sometimes do not help at all. They stigmatize these single mothers, and sometimes even the single mothers will abandon their children. The children will go a lot, and that is the insecurity, the banditry, and the kidnapping that we'll see in our society today. These are the causes, and the society is not doing anything or is not doing enough to see how this can be curbed or nipped in the bud. We have an NGO that has been working so hard to see what they can contribute to ameliorate the challenges that's coming from single motherhood. And we have Memuna Idu, the founder, the Memuna Single Mothers and Child Initiative, with us this morning. Good morning, Ma.
Good morning.
Welcome to the BRTV Breakfast Show.
Good morning.
All right.
Nigerians.
All right. Tell us about your initiative.
Yeah, this NGO is called the Memuna Single Mother and Child Initiative. The aim of that initiative is to draw awareness to the society, to know that the issue of single motherhood is something everybody should be involved in, because it's a big problem. It's a simple problem that we are not aware of. I want to shock the viewers. If you take some minutes to think back about your family, maybe your extended family, you will find that there's at least one or two that is a single mother. So you find them everywhere, but incidentally nobody is paying attention to them. They are carrying a lot of load. Parenthood itself is a big problem. But when you now find that only one person is carrying that load, she's the emotional benefactor, the one that pays the school fees, pay the educational fees, pay the medical bill. The load is so enormous. And then instead of helping them, looking for how we can support family members who fall into that class, most of the time they are stigmatized. And that is one of the major things we are facing in this NGO. We want people to begin to sympathize with them, empathize, support them, instead of stigmatizing them. That is, this NGO is out to help women that find themselves in that position. Because anybody, any woman can become a single mother any day. If you look at what leads to single motherhood, there are so many. And so any woman any day can find herself in that position. So that is why we are calling on Nigerians, begin to think, begin to take care of them. Because most of the time when they are not able to take care of these children, some of them run from home. The single mothers too, sometimes because they need somebody to support them, some men come around, fool them, I'll take care of you. They run into a new marriage.
A new problem.
Sometimes they don't even look at the character of that man. He's somebody that will come and start abusing their children. Sometimes these children will run away from home because of the new marriage.
Even the man may even run away again, and you have another one.
It's a complex problem. And so in this NGO, we are looking at mothers who are in that class. Even when they want to remarry, we have to tell them, groom them. People who have gone through it, who have survived it, should be able to coach younger ones who have that issue. Many of them already have trauma. They may need even psychotherapy. That's what this NGO is looking at. And we are looking at calling on the government, let everybody, let all hands be on ground to make sure that we solve this issue, at least reduce it, coach them, advise them. Some of these mothers can go back to school. In our most societies, when a girl takes in out of wedlock, maybe she's a student, what do? The parents will reject her. It shouldn't be. The parents should take such a girl. She has committed a mistake. Good. But that child coming into the world is not a sinner, it's an innocent child. So if you take your child, help her with that child, she can go back to school or learn a trade. That way she's empowered and she can take very good care of that child, even without going into another marriage. Or if at all she's going into another marriage, she is very sure she has the means to take care of her child, so that child does not suffer, so that child is not neglected. We need to pay a lot of attention to this issue. Some women who lost a marriage and they remarry, sometimes they create a gap between the child and the father. That's another problem. So even the ones that remarry, this NGO, we are looking for ways of talking to them. Make sure there is still a relationship between your child and the father. If the father is the stubborn one, let there still be a relationship between that child and the father's family. All those things are very important. The NGO is not promoting divorce. Rather, we are looking at when it happens, make sure both the woman and the child do not become non-entities to the society. Because when they leave school, because they are being stigmatized, sometimes these children are really stigmatized in the school. They don't concentrate, it affects them emotionally, even coping. So we have discovered those things and there is need to talk about it.
Yes, there's really need, and I don't think there are also. I think there are some more NGOs that are also doing something similar like that. May not be exactly direct.
Yeah. We have so many NGOs. Mostly they are dealing with widows.
Okay,
that's what I've realized.
Exactly.
Most NGOs are dealing with widows. Widows are single mothers too, but they are better off. In fact, the society helps them a lot. Whereas that one who is divorced or who had a child out of wedlock, or they are neglected. That's what is happening. They are stigmatized. Not just neglected.
You just launched your program, but you've been doing something on the ground before you launched the program.
I've been speaking to people and creating awareness. And so many people, when I go around to talk to them, initially it's like, oh, what are you talking? Baby mamas. Want to talk is baby mama. And I say this thing goes beyond baby mamas. A woman can opt to have a child out of wedlock. Maybe she marries a rich man. She wants to, that is what the social media is talking about, baby mamas. But in this case, we are not talking of baby mamas. We are even looking at women who went into marriage, proper marriage, and maybe the man just abandoned them. We see so many things can happen along the line in the marriage. So and that's why we say any woman can become a single mother any day. And that is why women should be interested in this project. Incidentally, women are the ones who stigmatize fellow women. So we have to talk about this. And I want to tell you that as way back as 1984, President Ronald Reagan of America declared 21st of March as Single Parenthood Day. So many countries have keyed into that. That day is for them to remember single parents and support them. In Nigeria, we don't have so much cases of single fathers. It's not as rampant as that of women. And that is the reason why I just, keyed into women. But we still have a few men who are single. Maybe their wife died and they didn't remarry. Some of them, even women, leave their husband and leave children for him. It's a big problem. It's only somebody who has gone through it who will appreciate what they are going through. Do you understand? Or you see somebody close to you going through it. And even most of the time when you see somebody close to you, we don't normally care. It's like, it's her own fault. We always blame the woman. but it's her own fault. But she has a problem. Sometimes the children too, when they even grow up, they start blaming their mother. Oh, why did you leave my father? That's why I didn't have the best education I want. That's why I didn't have the comfort. So the woman permanently is under so many challenges. And so it's necessary for us to see how we can speak with them, encourage them, if possible, give them training, capacity building, anything. They can go back to school, they can learn a trade, anything to be able to stand on their own and take care of the children. Because it is when they don't have means of taking care of their children that so many things go wrong, especially among the illiterate class. For educated people who are working, it's not so common. You see most educated women, they struggle and take care of those children. Sometimes they take very good care of their child. Single mothers that you find that are educated, they do very, very well. It's like they take it out as a responsibility, they do it. But among the illiterates, they are the ones that will say, sometimes they even hate the man, and so they transfer the aggression to that child. You understand? And I've realized that when you see women, for every 10 men, 10 women, take a look around the society. For 10 women you see, at least 4 are single. If you have not been taking that statistics, start to notice from today. For every 10 women you find today, at least 4 of them, for one reason or the other, are carrying that load alone.
I want you to explain to us, what do you think that leads people into single parenthood?
And that, like I just told you, so many things can happen. A marriage can fail. A marriage can fail. Sometimes some girls are raped. We have a case going on now of a 13-year-old girl who was raped, I think by her auntie's mother. In fact, I still watched it here on the TV yesterday. And she got pregnant, she didn't even know. It happens. Sometimes some girls have boyfriend, they get pregnant and the boy will just deny. Sometimes they don't even know who they conceived the child for. But the point is, a child is coming into the world. It must be catered for. So how the society should look at, how do you help such a girl? Is either she has that child, go back to school and make life better for herself so that she can take care of that child, or she learns a trade, not just abandon. Most of the time, the parents will say, I reject you, I disown you. It happens a lot. Sometimes the mother too is very angry. Oh, you have disappointed me. You have disgraced me. You went to take him outside wedlock. And so you abandon your daughter. You also abandon the child. You're not solving the problem by saying, I disown you. You are not.
Exactly.
You are not.
But your NGO is not encouraging or discouraging single parenthood.
Yes, we are also discouraging. For instance, for the single mothers that we identify, we also try to promote planned parenthood, family planning. Because that's another case we realize. We've seen some that in the process of hanging around, lying around, they don't even have a home. It happens. Other men sleep with them. Before you know it, they get pregnant. Before you know it, they get house 2, 3 children. It's very common. Without a father, or like without a husband. And sometimes they don't even know who they can pin that this is the father of my children. And so those kind of children, they grow up with bitterness. And you know what is bitterness? When they go into crime, they don't have mercy. We must start to raise children who have love, whether they are born in the home or not. Once a girl makes mistake, the family should support instead of throwing her out. By throwing her out, a lot of problems are coming up. So that's what we really want to address.
All right. How do you get in contact with single parents? Do you call them? How do you go about it?
Now already we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are creating the awareness. So any of them that have challenges, they contact us, we investigate them, because we don't want cases of people who are not really in need, who come around and say they are in need. So we must be able to profile them and see that, okay, this person is really in need, this is the situation. So we look at what we can do for them. Some of them need therapy, they need treatment. So we connect.
All right.
Yeah.
How are you managing finance? Because when we are talking about what they can do, you differentiated between the educated ones and the illiterate ones. It means that the solution is more if they can receive education, proper education.
Yes, if they can receive education or training, they can learn handwork, they can learn weaving, cloth making, anything that they can survive on.
So do you get grant for doing your work?
Yeah, well, for now we are still struggling, managing on our own, but we look forward to people supporting the program. And we're also even calling on people who have gone through it, women who have gone through it, and they know what it is, to come out and support. And then I want also to promote, if you know you are a single mother, it's time to stop, hiding or whatever. Come out boldly and say, yes, I went through it, and I'm able to come out of it. I mean, I'm able to succeed. I'm able to train my children without, them becoming thereabout. So that way you can encourage even younger ones who find themselves in that situation.
Do you have any plan of running like a motherless baby, like where people who don't know how to go about it, you'll be able to manage the
for
children?
now, we are not thinking of motherless homes, because some people are already doing that. A lot of organizations
you do have any partnership, or you
for
plan
now
to
we
do
don't
that?
have. I don't. Yes, we can have partnership with them. In fact, what we are thinking is, there are people who want to adopt. Some of those mothers, you can talk to them. Will you give your child up for adoption? Such arrangements. We partner with social welfare department and see if we can come across such girls who want to give their child up for adoption. Good, they will do it the proper way. Instead of going to throw their children inside latrine, throw their children. Every day you are seeing in the paper, a child is picked up in the toilet, a child is picked up in the bush. Those things should not be happening if we can talk to them and they agree. It's better. But for now, we don't have any, and we are not looking at having
a motherless baby.
Yes, we are not. We are not thinking in that way.
You intend to partner if
we can partner, yes. We are open for partnership with any organization, even the government, NGO, other NGOs, anything, to make sure that we reduce this problem in the society, and most importantly, talk about it. Let's stop the stigmatization. Empathize.
All right. You just launched it, and which means work has started.
Work has started for me, yes, because I'm doing a lot of TV, radio appearances and making the public to know. Even during the launching, some of the people that came for that program were happy at the end of the day, because they were able to, reflect back and think, oh, this is really a big problem. And when I do radio programs, people calling in, they are talking about it. I was so shocked that there is so much going on in people's mind, but they've not been talking about it. This is a topic people have not been talking about. And so once they hear it, they are ready, they are contributing, ideas are coming up. If possible, some people are suggesting government should come up with some laws that will punish any man who gives birth to a child and runs away from his responsibility and leave it to the woman. Maybe that will help too.
Yes, you can. Your organization can push that to the house.
We can. We are thinking of having a summit, something about. Let's talk about it. We shall have a summit. Let's decide. Bring in the government, the private sector, people who have the experience, and let's see how we can. Because somebody said that, yes, and I think it's really true. If there is a law, like battering of women and all this, there are laws in place now.
There's one
so
about...
this one, for any man that runs away from his responsibility and leave it to a woman alone, there should be laws to deal with such men.
I think there is a convention on gender-based violence,
especially
against women.
And they've been talking, I think they had about 16 days or 15 days activism, that just ended. So such things should happen about this one too, so that people don't just do those things and get away with it. It's not fair. Let's be fair, it's not fair for the women.
Before we close for the interview, do you have any other thing you want to tell the public? Let's say how they can get in touch and how you want them to at least get involved in what you're doing.
We, like I just told you, we're on Instagram with my name, Memuna_MCMS. You can contact us there. We are also on Facebook, and anyway, our office address too is there. People are free to call us. Our phone numbers are also there on my page, so that you can contribute. I want people to contribute. People should, address the issue, come up with ideas on what we can do, and then most importantly, please, I want the public to start telling people, when you see a woman that is being stigmatized, please correct it, and don't be the one that is stigmatizing a single woman, because most of the time you don't know what she's going through, and stigmatizing her, adding to her problem, is not helping the matter. Please, I want the public to be very, very aware of it. And go back to your family, you will see somebody, maybe a cousin, a registered relative who is already having that issue. Please, this is Christmas time. As you go home, send something to them. Know that they need your help. Not that you condemn them, oh, you went to take him when you are still in school. Please, that story should stop. We should start to support them and support the children so that we'll have a better society. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for coming on the program this morning on the breakfast show. We've been talking to Madam Memuna Idu, the founder, the Memuna Single Mother and Child Initiative. You've heard her, what she said. Human beings are human beings. No matter how they come into this world, everybody needs to be taken care of. Don't stigmatize people, single mothers, or people born in any other way. It's not what we think. There are a lot of things we can do, and she's contributing a lot to do that. You know how you can contact her, the Memuna Single Mothers and Child Initiative. You can get. Do you have any contact phone number you can call?
Yes,
for them?
I have phone number.
If you can call it, so that we have it online.
080-230-92658. 080-230-92658. I call it again.
All right.
080-230-92658.
All right, you've heard that. You can contact her on that line because there is a lot of help you can get instead of you taking a wrong decision. The organization can also help you to know how to manage your condition so that it won't degenerate into a thing that will be a menace to the society. Madam Memuna Idu, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll be taking a short break now. When we come back, we'll roll into the front pages of the newspapers for today. Stay with us.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us on today's breakfast show. Surround yourself with people that motivate you. In as much as nobody is happy about the last got back, I was so strong that I did not work to do. But because I was connected with my neighbors, all they do was to open the door in their house. You need to come outside of your zone. You need to attend professional and social events to now make your face to be known to the public and you be recognized as a networker.